Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to learn how to do this really easy zombie look, then just keep on watching. Like and subscribe before you leave. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in Matte and Poreless collection. This is in the number 112. Just put a little bit on the back of my hand and I'm going to go ahead and put some on my face. My cheeks, my chin, a little bit more on the cheeks for coverage, and my forehead. This is one of the lightest shades in the collection. It's super affordable, super comfortable. Highly recommend. Then I'm going to go ahead and go over to my AOA Studio Wonder Cover highlighter and concealer. I'm trying to go for a more paler, ghostly, I guess you can say, skin look. The Maybelline Fit Me is a little bit darker, a little bit yellow undertone, so the Wonder Cover concealer is perfect. Both of them mixed together just made the perfect color. Then I went in with my Real Techniques face and body sponge, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend it. You don't need to use sponge. You can use a brush, you can use whatever the heck you like, your fingers, your hands. It doesn't need to be specifically a beauty tool. You can use whatever you want. And I'm just going to blend it in, going down my neck, making sure everything is nice and even. Then there's no streaks. As you can see, the colors mixed together is not much different from my skin color already. I am very, very pale. Because this is a little bit tacky, I'm going to go in with my NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. This is my holy grail loose setting powder from the drugstore. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting the powder out. I highly recommend it. I think it was like $5 at Kmart. You can get this really inexpensive. I need to stock up on it. Then I got this brush from Michael's. It was like $5. Might as well, right? If it does a job, might as well get it. And it says it's a bronzing brush, but you can use this as a face brush. It doesn't need to be specifically for a bronzing brush. And I'm going to go ahead and just set my face and my neck, everywhere that I put the foundation. For most of the face today, we're going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, contour palette if I may say. And I'm going to use the darkest color in the palette, Subconscious. And I'm using a pencil brush just to carve out my cheekbones, doing a lot of fishy faces. And if I can go back, I would use a different brush. I felt like this was just making really, really dark lines, and I wanted to do it as soft as possible. So if I can go back, I would use a different brush. And on the inside, I was kind of freaking out because if I can go back, I would have gone in with black first instead of a brown, because brown was giving me a bronze color, and that's not what we're going for today. So try to go with, making your face as thin as possible, major contouring, and add a little bit of Subconscious and, blend it out because it was a really harsh line, and I want it to be nice and soft. You're going to see a lot of fishy faces in this video. And it's a lot of blending, just stay calm, and just as long as you blend them, then you'll get there. What I do to one side goes to the other. And as you can see, I'm working a little bit harder just blending, just because that pencil brush did do the line really harshly. So yeah, I would use a different brush totally next time. Then I thought, I have the Shade and Light Eye Palette from Kat Von D, and I know that they have the black there, so I might as well go over that the brown harsh line with a little bit of black. Do tap off the excess because it is very, very pigmented and does have a lot of fallout. And as you can see, this looks more better than the brown. So I was freaking out with the brown on the inside. You just have to be careful because it's really, really pigmented, and once you get a really dark color onto pale skin, it's really hard to blend out. So just take your time, no rush. And as well, the hollows of your temples to give you an illusion of a sunken skull.
No one knows. We're going to die.
as well as my chin. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit more just because I feel like it's a little bit too harsh of a line. So just make sure you blend, blend, blend. Blending is key. And you are going to see me check my camera a lot. Just I don't want my camera to shut off and then, you know, I'm halfway through doing the makeup and then I miss the whole video. So I kept touching, you know, pressing a button on my camera to make sure it was on. So you're going to see that a lot and I do apologize. And then I'm going to go ahead and just cut out or carve out my, how do you say, my jawline. I keep saying cut out. I'm not cutting out my jawline. I'm carving out my jawline. Oh, I can't even speak today. But you know what I mean. You know, just make your jawline as, you know, sharp as possible. I am going for a thin look because, of course, zombies are dead and, you know, they don't have meat. So I might as well go for thin. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe 35B palette. And you're going to see that I was going in for a red color at first, but then I decided to go in with a blue color. I'm going in with a lot of colors, trying to make it like a bruised look, dead look. So you can do whatever colors you prefer, but I'm just going in with a bunch of different colors. So again, I started off with a little bit of blue, a little bit of red, that's giving me purple. And carving out this with my cheekbones. Trying to go for like a corpse kind of look. And you know when corpses they rot, and when I think of rot I think purple. It's a lot of blending again. The 35B is my favorite color, I guess you can say my favorite palette to work with from Morphe because they have so many colors. So it's one of my favorites to work with and I highly recommend it. I'm going to say highly recommend for a lot of things because I do highly recommend it if you like doing a lot of FX or just a lot of makeup videos that are fun. So I do recommend it. Gotta stop saying recommend. And again, hollowing out my temples to make it look sunken in. There it goes, checking my camera. I am so scared of my camera turning off on me when I'm recording. Now I'm going in with the darkest blue in the palette. And you can see me go back into red. I can never make up my mind. Now I'm going to go ahead and just start, like, I guess the lines. If you think of veins, they have the main line. And I was like, wait, I need a little bit of black. I don't know, you're going to just see me play with all kinds of colors. You can do whatever you like. Alright, so here's where I kind of got a little bit panicky inside. As you saw, I looked up and I was like, oh snap. This line is super, super dark. More than what I expected. So this is the base for the lines where they're going to start, you know, coming out of like an infected area. But it was way darker than I expected. So I'm just, you know, going along with it, starting to draw little squiggly lines. I recommend getting a reference photo from Google, you know, just Google veins or infected veins or even other zombie looks and seeing how they draw their veins. And you can go based off of that. I'm kind of blending out the vein. I mean, so I guess you can say the main vein line because it was really, really, you know, harsh than I expected. And I'm just, again, trying to blend. It was way, way, way darker. So, you know, you can leave it alone if that's what you want, but that's not the look I was going for.
I lost my mommy. Can you help me? All I wanted to do was play with you. Please come and play with me.
And if you can tell, it kind of took away the, you know, that nice cut out
I know things no one
or
knows.
carved out, as I can say, cheekbone that we had. It looks kind of straight now, so I'm fixing it a little bit with the purple and the reds. And I'm trying to make it look as infected as possible. go back between the reds and the purples. You can go with the purples at the edges to darken it up and the reds at the tips. At this point I was just drawing squiggly lines, doing little like squiggly U's, squiggly Y's, drawing the alphabet. And then you don't want to take it too up to the eye area just because you're going to be covering it, so you don't want to cover your hard work. And as you can see, it's starting to look a little bit like an infected area. And I'm patting it out just a little bit. I'm not putting a hard, how do you say, going in with a heavy hand, going in really light. And then this is where I'm deepening it with the purples. And you can just continue doing this, till you feel like it's perfect, what you want an infected area to look like. And I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up the process just because, it gets boring seeing squiggly lines. I know I get tired of seeing people do squiggly lines. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward it. And I'm going to go ahead and start drawing some of the infected lines, down my neck. And I'm using a little bit of a deeper color just because of the shadow. So I'm going in with a little bit of black first, and then I'm going in with a little bit of red. So now I'm just going to go ahead and darken my temples a little bit with the black. And I'm going to go ahead and start adding some veins there too. See how it's kind of just like squiggly, nothing special. I hope it looks infected. I mean, to me it looks infected, but it's your guys' judgment on how it looks like. I'm pretty proud of this look. Then I went again into like reddish and greenish tones along with a little bit of yellow to look kind of like bruised. So that's what I'm doing here, adding a little bit of that around my forehead, my cheeks, my chin, my nose. And I'm going to go ahead and just redden out the side of my nose. Because when you're sick, your nose is really red. And that's what I'm going for. Oh, and if you're wondering where I got these contacts from, I got them at the discount mall if you're from Watsonville. They're only like 20 bucks. You need to go get some more. Really comfortable, by the way. Now I'm going to go ahead and start deepening my inner corner of my eyes along with red and my under eye circles. And this is where it kind of gives it more like, oh, she's infected. I like to blend a little bit with both the eyeshadow brush and a little bit of my finger. I just feel like it just gives it a little bit more of a nice touch. Just keep adding a little bit of darker purple, drawing a little bit of blue veins. Just add some little extra touches. And you're going to see right now that I get distracted because my boyfriend walks in on me and I get really excited when I see him. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and be fast forwarding this because whatever I did on the other side, I'm going to be doing exactly to this side. It's not going to look identical, but I'm going to try to as much as possible. So, you know, just keep adding veins, adding little reds and purples, making it look inflamed. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it. And I once again want to apologize that I'm out of frame. My camera holder is broken. So here it goes. In frame again. Yay! Once again, make it as messy but neat as possible at the same time, if that makes sense. And I'm going to go ahead and contour my neck just to make it look like, you know, sunken in, skinny. And there I go with the greens and the yellows. Get it, girl, get it, dance. What's doing a makeup tutorial without some music and dancing? Seriously. What other video ideas do you guys want me to have or do for you guys? Leave a comment down below of what kind of video you would like to see next. So now comes the fun part. With the top of my NYC, I'm going to go ahead and use this bottle of blood, this beautiful bottle of blood that I love. I got it at Kmart for $5.99. I love it. Look, oh, yes. Yes, I did use a lot. That was a lot that I just spilled out. And then I have like this one little sponge. And with this sponge that has like all kinds of little ridges that are ripped, it just makes the blood go on so nice, and it looks like you just ate flesh and ripped someone apart. So this is one of my favorite sponges to use when I'm applying blood to my face. And I'm applying a lot. When I say I love blood, fake blood is what I mean. I mean it. Apply that blood like there was just fresh flesh right in front of you and you just attacked. Apply it. Disclaimer, what I'm about to do, please do not do. I do not recommend it. It looks like I drank it, but I promise you I did not. I did not. I'm going to tell you, it started burning my skin. My skin started feeling tingly, and I took it off right away. So moving on to the hair. Zombies do not have straight hair. They have messy, most of the time with leaves in it, but I don't have leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and just make my hair messy with the comb really quick. Alright guys, and that concludes today's video on Infected Zombie. If you have any comments or opinions on this look, please, everything constructive criticism is welcome. If you have any what you would like to see next, please comment below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I plan to make more. And there goes my boyfriend again. I get so excited to see him, see me all ugly in blood.